Hi everybody, and welcome back to May Beauty Surround You. I know it's been a long time since a video, but I have been in a bit of a creative rut lately. So, all my animals are having a heyday this morning. But I finally got to a painting, and I'd like to talk with you today about breaking through cycles and breaking out of cycles. Fortunately for me, in this creative rut that I was experiencing, where I just couldn't hold the proper space for myself to sort of let the beauty and divinity flow through, a good friend of mine, Mela, actually messaged me and asked if I could help her with a painting about the narcissism cycle. And it just clicked with me. And so I was able to start and finish a painting, and I'm so excited about it. I'm sure Mela and I will be getting into the narcissism cycle specifically on a Facebook Live. So today I actually just want to talk with you about breaking out of cycles. For me, I have been sort of trapped in a number of different cycles throughout my life. And these are really, really dark times a lot of the time. At one point, I was trapped in this cycle in a relationship where my entire perspective of reality shifted. Gaslighting, narcissism, all that stuff. And it was just incredibly deep and profound and terrifying. And fortunately, I was able to break out of it. And a lot of the painting that I do has this idea of light in the darkness, or the Latin phrase lux in tenebris, because oftentimes at the darkest point is when we're pierced with the light. So in a painting like this, this painting is going to shift as it ages. You'll see in the video, I've put gesso on this canvas in a very specific way, and in places the gesso is already cracking. Essentially what that does is it allows light to come through the canvas itself. I will try to get an image of what that looks like for you, but it's really hard to get an image of it with light behind it, so I'll do my best. But a lot of my paintings do that, where if they're in front of a window or something like that, then they take on a whole new form. Essentially, right now, we are in a pretty dark time as a society. The reason I haven't been able to create is, months ago, we were finally struck in our consciousness by this piercing shriek of cruelty that we've all been a part of for centuries. And it's not that we didn't know it was there. There are plenty of people out there who've done their best to ignore it, and who've done their best to refuse to acknowledge that it's there. But as a society, we have a lot to recognize in ourselves, and we're entering the darkness right now. But don't lose hope, because in my darkest moments is when I've found the truest light, and oftentimes through painting. The painting is actually what allowed me to see my way out of the last really intense cycle I was a part of. And remember that at any point in the cycle, if you see the light, you can actually shift yourself out of it. It's not easy, but you can do it. There's a point in the cycle after a big issue has occurred where it's easiest to get out of it. But just remember to trust your gut and have faith. And I don't mean faith in a specific religious dogma way. I just mean faith. Faith in yourself, faith in love. If religion works for you, faith in religion too. Whatever you have faith in, trust it. I have a lot of faith in mathematics, for instance. That might not make a lot of sense, but it makes sense to me. And that's all that really matters, is if something makes sense to you. there are a lot of ways that people want to trap us. And that's for a variety of reasons, but we can actually break out of those traps. They're not real in a real sense. You can break through. And a lot of what's going on right now is simply about acknowledging the present, acknowledging how you feel, and taking a look at our history. And, if you can stay grounded in the present, then anything in the past can come up and we can deal with it together. But if we keep pushing our past away, then we're going to be trapped in this cycle for a very long time, and it's going to get even darker. So, as always, may beauty surround you, beauty before you and beauty behind you, beauty above you and beauty about you, and may your road home be on a trail of peace. Happily may you return. I love you all so much. I know this wasn't a really positive video in a lot of ways, but it's about breaking through, and I'm in the process of breaking through right now. So I hope that it at least gives you some sort of shared sentiment of the importance of breaking through. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day.